Welcome my good people. It's your channel here again. Hapa tunapiga msheni ya magari tu. Sijai kosa kitu ya kuambia kuhusu magari. So today I'm tackling a very crucial topic here about the cooling system of a vehicle. So I happen to have done a health report to one of my clients mwenye amekuwa akifeel some changes in his vehicle lately, so he decided to call me to go and maybe look at the vehicle and give them a very health report about the vehicle, the status of the engine, the transmission system and everything. So I happened to capture something very important na nikasema lazima nikuje to share na nyinyi my social media community about it, because it is going to help someone today or in future. So after doing a proper checkup of that vehicle, I noted the client was using water, maji. He was using water instead of coolant. My brother, I said this, I have to come and share na nyinyi kwa hiyo mshene yetu mali we normally do the chatting up about vehicle. So the issue here is the client was like, Mwita, what can you advise? What do you say about using water or coolant in my vehicle? My brother, if you know what is good for you, you just know cheap is expensive. Maji ni bure. But water, cooling system of a vehicle operates this way. There's a coolant. So there are two types of coolant. There's organic and inorganic coolant. Organic ni ile unapata iko green. They're normally green, like this one I'm showing you. It's a green, green in color. Na inorganic inakuwaga sometimes inaka red depending, but that is organic. So the client was like, should I use water or coolant? Mimi daktari wa magari, I was like, water sometimes it could be very helpful. Inaweza kutoa kwa ngori, inaweza kutoa kwa jam. For example, you realize gari yako the coolant level is below the required standard, ama it's empty and you're in a place where you can't access or get coolant, then that one I can tell you use water. But ukishatoka hapo, flush that water out. Ukifika mali you are able to get the coolant, flush maji, weka coolant. This is why I'm telling you this. So the coolant has some ant-cooling. It has some ant-boiling properties and rust. But and freezing. And freezing that is not common in Kenya here, because now we normally don't have those very freezing and winter seasons. So the importance of coolant, the coolant has those all properties. Unlike water, maji doesn't have those properties. So like when you refill your coolant, or you feed your vehicle with a coolant, the boiling point of coolant is more than 100 degrees Celsius. But the boiling point of water, water has a boiling point of 100 degrees Celsius. So that means once your engine has reached more than 100 degrees Celsius, then water ceases to function. That is where the coolant now helps. The coolant has a boiling point of more than 100 degrees Celsius. That means at all point while you are driving for a very long distance, your vehicle is still well covered. So another thing is unrusting. When you use water has a rusting effect. This rust is spread all along the engine. The water jackets are affected, the gaskets, water pump. the radiator fins. With time, when you use water, when corrosion happens, the gasket is affected. And you know what happens when your gasket is affected or is rusted? When your gasket rusts, it now may lead to an engine knock, because now there's no that proper cooling effect taking place in your engine. There will be leakages, and the engine is likely to even mix water and oil. That is where you can see some people drive a vehicle and you see some white smoke during acceleration. Those are the effects of using water as your coolant. Another thing, it can rust the fins, the water pump fins. And if the water pump fins are affected and the rust, they can't rotate properly, they may lead to the clogging of that is the water pump chamber. With time, the water pump ceases operating. And tell me when now your engine, there's no proper circulation of water. See how the engine operates. Water comes from the water jackets in the engine block and back again to the radiators for cooling. The circulation goes on. So imagine when you're having a vehicle where the corrosion pipes are rust, the water jackets are rust, the gasket is blown out. So tell me, with time your engine is going to knock or blow. Ndio maana unapata mtu amekimbisha gari, imefika mahali unasikia gari imechemka. Gari imechemka. Unasikia gari imechemka, that's overheating. Ukisikia mtu anasema gari yangu imechemka, it's overheating. The engine is overheating. And the causes of overheating, it's lack of those kind of the cooling system of a vehicle. So my brother, cheap is expensive. Make sure you use coolant to cool your vehicle. So guys, that is what I had for you today. We'll keep on discussing vehicles, but these are the effects that are going to happen or if you use water instead of a coolant. Okay, stay tuned for such kind of content. I told you we'll be having these discussions. ID loss assessors is a place to be. The contact is here, 0702027413 for kind of consultation, consultation about your vehicle, pre-purchase. If you want to have you want to buy a vehicle and you want to have someone to check your vehicle before you buy it. Assessment, you're involved in an accident, you want your vehicle to be assessed, and we prepare an assessment report. We give you the comprehensive repair costs that you're going to incur to bring your vehicle back, whether you are going to repair it on your own or insurance. We are here. We do both private assessment and for insurance purposes. We also do inspections. So guys, realize to follow this page. As I also normally tell you, we are here and we are here to stay. So guys, for quality service, for you need those kind of things to be checked in your vehicle, so guys, don't hesitate to call us. We just a phone call away and we give you those services.